Oh, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Dead Funny Review Show. I'm your host, Chris. Today is my co-host, JoJo, and we are here to talk about the PlayStation Showcase 2021. Yeah. So did you watch it live?
I did, yes.
What
Right
did you think about the opening? Whatever it was they were
It
trying
was
to do.
very confusing about like, hey, what's this thing that there's a chess thing? Are they doing auto chess or something? And it's like, oh wait, no, what's? Then eventually you realize like, oh, this can't be an ad for anything actually.
Yeah, it's just an
None
ad
of
for
this
PlayStation in
goes
general.
together.
Because it was like, so I started watching it, immediately didn't care about that. So I basically tuned out, and I'm mad at myself that I did. There were a lot of Easter eggs for games in there, apparently. And I didn't know that.
There's little things for sure.
And I obviously watch the showcase because I'm hoping that sooner or later I'm going to either get one, news about Final Fantasy 16 or news about Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 2. There was an Easter egg for Final Fantasy 16 in that fucking trailer.
Oh.
It's the part where the two girls first see each other, and then she runs as the two pawns, and the yellow-haired one runs away, and she jumps and goes down into a subway. Now, once again, this has not been confirmed. Hardcore speculation, but it's kind of hard to disprove it. She's going down the subway, and above it, you know how it has like the rotating next destination, Valisthea, which is the name of Final Fantasy 16's world, 0616. As in, like, that would be a release date. It would come out June 16th next year.
Oh, sure, of course. That would be it. Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense to me. Which means that if that is true, and that is the actual release date, there is zero chance, in my opinion, that we do not see Final Fantasy 16 new trailer and official Square Enix release date at Tokyo Game Show at the end of this month.
Yeah, I think that's when we're going to see something for sure. Yeah.
Because if that is an act, because I mean, I didn't know about it, and then like I saw somebody talking about it. I was like, did you guys notice that they used Final Fantasy 16 in that trailer? And like, if you go back and look, there's a lot of games in that trailer. There's fucking Last of Us was on the wall of one of the buildings. Da 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 da. The very first opening was like Ragnarok, God of War, in a picture with Kratos and his son. And so I was like, fucking, was there really something Final Fantasy 16? I didn't see it because, like, once again, I tuned that fucking whole thing out. Yeah, sure enough, Valisthea. That is the name of the world of Final Fantasy 16. 0616. That is 4 days after my birthday. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm all about that. I am all about that, sir. So yeah, so the actual showcase, things that weren't just Easter eggs, but actual trailers, we can go ahead and dive in and talk about. We'll kind of go ahead and talk about our tops, then we'll move through some other games that we thought looked interesting. I gotta start off, man. Fucking Wolverine. I am fucking pumped for Wolverine. Holy shit, am I pumped for Wolverine? Yeah, next week we'll have a podcast coming out where you guys hear me talk about the fact that I've 100% of Spider-Man. Fucking A, dude. Insomniac blew my mind with a Marvel game. Like, blew my mind. Like, I've never played a Spider-Man game and it felt so fucking good besides Web of Shadows. And still, the web slinging was nowhere near as good as this is. Because a lot of their shit was linear to where, like, you have all of New York to do what the fuck you want. I haven't even played Miles Morales yet, and I heard that one is, like, fucking way better than the first one was. Which would make sense, because they probably got a shit ton more fucking money. So, yeah, I gotta say the budget for Miles Morales.
It's more like Miles Morales is just a much more focused thing. It's, like, shorter, but to the point, man. Like, that game goes, that story just happens, and Miles gets to do cool shit. Now he gets to, like, his Venom powers or whatever. Not Venom.
Right.
Symbiote, but Venom is electrical shit.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that was going to come. I mean, at the end of the game, you're kind of training Miles to begin with, as it is anyway. So, I knew Miles Morales was going to come out, obviously. And, yeah, I haven't got to play it yet. That's going to be one of my next games that I move into after I'm done with Horizon. But... I was talking to my girlfriend at the time, and we were FaceTiming, and so she was kind of watching it with me because I was letting her see the screen. And I was like, you know what I would love to see, and this is before I saw the Logan, because they showed the Spider-Man 2 one first, which looked amazing. And fucking, we still don't know who the enemy was. That's the part that pisses me out the most, because the enemy's like talking about like who's going to be the one to take me down. And then
That's 100% Craven.
That's Craven. Okay, that was Craven.
It has to be.
That's who I thought, but I was
guy.
like, are they really going to put Craven in here? That's who I thought, because that's really what it sounded like. I mean, anybody that knows Craven, that's 100% like the kind of shit that he says.
Yeah, I assume it's going to be like a, the game you just played. It's like Doc Ock and Mr. Negative are the two main. I think it's going to be Craven and Venom kind of taking the same roles.
That's a weird fucking mix. Craven and Venom. It would have been really cool for us to get a
Craven
Venom and
trying
Carnage.
to hunt Venom works, like
yeah.
Or
and they're fucking tearing the goddamn city up. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, whenever Venom literally was like, we are, I was like, yes, let's go! And then it shows him real quick. I was like, my boy Venom, let's go, dude.
Yeah, I mean, because like the end of that game that you just played implies that would be Harry Osborn and not Eddie Brock.
Yep. So I am excited for that. 100%. Miles Morales and Spider-Man double teaming look good as fuck. A lot of people are really hoping it's going to be co-op. I highly doubt that. Highly. Do you think so?
It could be a swap off thing, but they could do co-op, I guess.
That would be a big jump for this game, in my opinion. Like a big that to me. That seems like a leap.
They gotta take a swing at it, right? They gotta.
Yes.
I bet, and here's a prediction that I can't possibly pay off for like 5 years from now, but I bet they will do, instead of doing Spider-Man Miles Morales again, they'll do Spider-Man 2 Venom. They'll just do a Venom game after this, probably.
Right. So, we've seen multiple studios take stabs at Marvel games, and realistically, they followed the pattern that the movie comes out, the video game comes out, the video game is normally ass. It's how it's kind of somewhat been. There's been some good Spider-Man games. There's been some good, honestly, the only one that I felt was different than that was the first Iron Man game. I actually felt like the first Iron Man game was actually pretty decent. I actually enjoyed that one. But the one that came out after the second movie, I was like, well, this is just fucking terrible.
Yeah, I mean, people liked the game they made based on Wolverine.
Yes,
Origins.
the first one. So, I'm watching it with my girlfriend, and I literally, as soon as it's done, I go, I would love for Insomniac to make a fucking Deadpool game. Because I love the one that we got. The one that we got was great. And then they show that bar scene, and I was like, this could be a Deadpool game. Holy shit, what? Bro, when we got to see those claws come out, I've never been more hyped for a Marvel-related thing in my fucking life, dude. Just to see him just close his fist, those claws come out, I was like, let's go, dude. Hell yeah, Wolverine. I am completely fine with Insomniac making all the fucking Marvel games from here on out.
Yeah.
All of them. Fucking get it, dude. Spider-Man was amazing. I've heard nothing but 10 out of 10 for Miles Morales. I am stupid pumped for fucking Spider-Man 2, which would also be in my top 5. And definitely Wolverine is my top 1 that I was excited about from that showcase. Super fucking pumped for. Super.
Yeah, the only reason
pumped.
I'm not that hyped just because there's not even a vague date for it. It's after 2023 for sure. Like that game's.
Yeah.
Will we exist anymore?
Yeah, true.
Like it's
Insomniac has went out of business.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that one. It's just to be able to see these heroes that I read about in comics and see them in these different lights and actually seeing like a video game with the kind of graphics that Insomniac had. You know, I mean, I can't imagine how good, like, when I played Spider-Man, like, it felt good to play as Spider-Man. Like, the web slinging, the motions, everything about it, like, all that felt good. Like, I can't wait to get behind Wolverine and be able to do the same shit, you know?
Yep.
So, I'm really
I mean, they did Spider-Man, like, as well as those Arkham games did Batman. Like, they figured it out.
Perfect.
Thing.
Perfect example. Arkham games are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
So yeah, Wolverine definitely was probably my number 1. Would have to follow up with Spider-Man 2. Now also, you know, I got a PlayStation for fucking Final Fantasy. It's gonna be a while before I get anything fucking more Final Fantasy related. So obviously, kind of want to put my PlayStation 5 to use. With that being said, I think I might jump back into God of War. Ragnarok looks really, really fucking good, dude. Really good. Like, I'm not good enough for me to go back and like play the older ones to get caught up because I played some of the older ones. It's not like I'm completely new to God of War, but I want to say like once we started hitting like PSP level God of War, I kind of fell off.
Well, that's yeah. Those are side. You don't need to play it.
Yeah.
Probably if you want to play Ragnarok, you should probably play the one they put out on PS4 at least, though.
Yeah, that was yeah. That one is the one where I was like, because that's the first one with him and his kid, right?
Yes.
Yeah, where everybody was always making fun of the boy and all that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay.
He seems pretty central to whatever they're doing in this one. So.
Okay. So yeah. Yeah, I'll probably definitely for sure play that one. But yeah, Ragnarok looked fucking good, man. Those graphics look really fucking good. Like, I am kind of really pumped for Ragnarok.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't think I'm gonna play as much as it looks like a game that I could possibly get into. Don't think I'm gonna play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Just because, once again, it's made by the same people that did Borderlands, and I made the cartooniness, dude. It just turns me off. I don't know what it is. It just turns me off about it. I don't know why. I'm sure if I played it, I would love it. Same thing with Borderlands.
Yeah,
I'm sure if I played it, I would love it.
I haven't played the third one, so I would play that before I played this thing, and who knows when I'll play that. So.
But look good.
Yeah, I mean, they did a DLC for the second game that was thematically very similar to this game they're putting out now, and it was the best DLC they put out probably. So like, it's probably gonna be good. I don't know. Also, Tiny Tina's like the most annoying character in those games. So.
Fair enough. I'm not really that hyped for Guardians of the Galaxy, man. That one looks like it's gonna be a lot of me. I mean, I'm hoping it's not, but like, I'll say this. Obviously, these are not games that are being created by Square Enix. They're being published by Square Enix. That being said, like, Avengers, dude, like, all the character models look so ugly. Like, they just look disgusting. Like, their faces just look disgusting.
They're kind of rough.
They did better in Guardians. I'll give them that. Like, the characters look good.
Except Peter Quill's.
Yeah. Peter Quill's kind of weird. But, like, Mora looks good. Drax looks good. Rocket.
Everyone else looks great, yeah.
But man, dude, I don't know, dude. It's not grabbing me, man. It's just not grabbing me.
It's like people who made that Avengers game make good game. Like Crystal Dynamics made those Tomb Raider games.
I didn't know that.
And then they made the Avengers game, and that was a very different thing for them, and it didn't go well. And so this Guardians game is being made by, I think, the people who were making those Deus Ex games.
Okay.
And this is also sort of a different thing from those, but not as different, so maybe it'll turn out better.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's at least a single-player, vaguely RPG-esque thing. So, also, it's like a bummer you can only play as Peter. Like,
yeah, I did see that in the Square Enix showcase or whatever, or maybe it was PlayStation fucking State of Play or whatever, where they showed a little bit of the gameplay, and it's like you can control them by like telling them what to do. But you can't actually play as them.
And that's always... I never like that in an RPG where they don't let you control other characters in your party.
Yeah.
If it's good enough, then, I can overlook it if it works out.
We'll see. Yeah. But, Forspoken looks good. I just don't know if I'm going to play it. I don't know if it looks good enough for me to want to play it. Like, graphically, it looks amazing. I just don't know if I'm going to play it.
Yeah, I'm not... The concept of like, hey, here's a normal person and now she's in fantasy world isn't necessarily like my favorite concept, I guess. Right? Like,
that's fair. I can agree with
that. It looks kind of amazing, and so if it comes out and people say, oh yeah, it's actually good, then I could play that.
Right.
Sure.
Let's see here. Alan Wake being remastered. I don't think that was necessary. I don't think that was necessary.
Kind of. So, Control. You play? Did you play that? You play Control?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah. It's a game came a couple of years ago. It's like a paranormal investigative branch of the government, and you play as a person investigating stuff in there. It's amazing. It's a great game.
Okay.
Made by the same people who made Alan Wake. and it has references to Alan Wake that I didn't understand because I didn't play Alan Wake. I was like, maybe I want to play Alan Wake now because Control was really good. So I could play this remaster. It's the right time because they have reignited any interest in
Control
that franchise.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. I don't think I'll play it, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I probably maybe still won't. I think I already own Alan Wake on Steam anyway.
Yeah,
But,
Steam is like that on so many games, and you just fucking forget about which ones. But yeah, if I'd had to pick something else to throw in there, Ghostwire looked good. I'll say that. Ghostwire.
Cool.
Have you ever seen the anime? It's an old anime, Yu Yu Hakusho.
No, I used to see the commercials for it on.
That reminds me of that a lot. Like, I've never watched the actual anime, but I know what it's about. Where it's like two kids that can like summon like these energy type weapons. One of them is mainly a gun with his hand, and the other one is a sword. And they hunt down ghosts and demons that are in the real earth that are causing, you know, terror and chaos. It reminds me a lot of that fucking anime, a lot. So
yeah, it looks potentially really cool.
I could see picking it up. It wouldn't be a full price game for me, not even close. But I could see me picking it up, like if it was like, you know, on sale for like maybe like $15-20. I think I'd pick it up. And Blood Hunt looked interesting. I think I need to see more about it. But
I think that game is available.
I think so too. It's just coming to PS5 in 2021.
Not so good. Is my little thing I've heard about it. I think is maybe it's not great.
Well.
But it's early access. Maybe it's better than it'll be better.
Well, I mean, it's a different take on Battle Royale. So there's that. Yeah. I mean, not that we necessarily need another Battle Royale game, but it looks like you can be like between two different types of vampires or the vampire hunters themselves. So, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, whenever you put multiple factions in a game, it definitely gives it a new flavor and definitely can like set it up for something. Something that I really wish we would have saw a trailer for during this, just because I feel like we could have got some more information on it, was Returnal. I would like to see some more stuff on Returnal.
Returnal came out.
Did it? I didn't know it came out already.
I beat it already.
Shit.
Yeah, it came out months ago.
Oh my god. Where have I been at, bro?
Or something.
Returnal already came out?
Or May, or yeah.
Damn. Didn't even know that. Never mind. That would be
why
we didn't...
all the way through.
That would be why we didn't see anything about Returnal, because it's already out, bro. An 85% on Metacritic and an 81% from Google users, huh? Game got a 4.0.
Yeah, it's good. I didn't love it necessarily. I don't know. It became has that like roguelike kind of structure, right? And it's like I died a few times, and then first time I made it to like the 4th of 6 levels, I then beat the game. Just like became really easy suddenly.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
That really sucks because I was hoping it wasn't going to be easy. I was hoping it was going to be like stupid fucking hard, like one of those where it's like they make it really hard and then they're going to come out and like patch it, you know?
Yeah. Like it is very difficult to begin with. And a lot of people said it was hard. Like, I mean, maybe I just got lucky on that playthrough or what, but like, it definitely can be hard. It's just like at some point I felt like I solved it.
Well, to me personally, what I could see being the problem with this game is like it's hard because there's that learning curve of all the different shit you can do. And then once you kind of get that down and you understand the battle mechanics better, that it could be something that could be easily. It's the same thing with like Skull, for instance. It's like there's 2 specific skulls you can get that are stupid fucking powerful. But even outside of that, like everybody has their specific battle mechanics and how things work. And once you figure that out, it's like fucking. I was able to go through like the first 3 bosses without even being fucking touched. You know, it's one of those where it's like. That's a big problem with roguelikes, and I don't know a way around that because then it's not a roguelike anymore.
Yeah, I feel like it was just a bigger problem for me with Returnal, where it's just like I don't know.
What's a $60 game, right?
If it clicks, then it's just not that hard. Not hard. Similarly, Deathloop, which they had a trailer for, is now out also.
Yeah, they did have it. I remember that because I remember you talking about that last time when we were watching.
I played it last night already.
Nice.
Really cool.
You do like it? Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
It looks like an interesting game. It looks like it could be pretty funny.
It's not really a roguelike in the same way like Returnal.
No.
It's a different kind of thing, but also is a time loop kind of thing. And
right. Yeah, it
Yeah,
definitely
it's
looks like a really, really good game. I definitely might look into it for sure.
Yeah. Overwhelmingly positive reviews.
There you go. Works for me, dude. Works for me. But yeah, other than that, I mean, fucking, it really wasn't I mean, I'm always gonna be let down anytime Square Enix doesn't show up with something that I actually want to see.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, Insomniac, in my opinion, stole the show. Spider-Man 2 looks fucking great, and I am pumped for fucking Wolverine. Other than that, everything else was kind of like for me.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was the only thing was it was like, oh, hey, Spider-Man 2, a game I knew was definitely going to happen, and then they show the date 2023, and I'm like, oh man, I didn't know it was going to happen that far away.
Right? Exactly.
It deflated me just that little bit. But yeah, no, I'm sure it'll be amazing. They did a great job.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, was there any other games that kind of piqued your interest? Made your list that we haven't talked about yet?
Some Radiohead game that was weird. No, okay, shit, trailers. I keep trying to scroll through something. What's happening? Oh god. Oh yeah. No, the other game that they showed was there was something called Chia. It looked kind of like Wind Waker.
Chia.
It was just like a cute little thing. They had she was like inhabiting animals.
Oh yeah, I didn't care for that at all. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It had a Wind Waker-esque
Chia.
vibe. Could be neat.
Yeah. I feel like games like that, like the people who are spending time on that could definitely be spending time doing something better. But I feel you. Tropical World opens with a cartoony style that mixes Zelda's Breath of the Wild roaming and gliding with a soul-jumping animal and an object possession mechanic to travel and solve puzzles. So kind of like that fucking game that Kelsey was playing for a while on the channel. I can't remember what it was called. It's after she finished Outer Wilds. It's something Ember, I believe. Fuck.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Now I gotta look at it because it's gonna fucking drive me nuts if I don't fucking figure out what it was. Because she played it forever.
Yeah, it stood out because it was also the only thing like that. Because everything else was like heavily modern.
Lost Ember, that's what it was. Lost
Ember, yeah.
Yeah, I won't be playing it.
Ah.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, I mean, to be fair, I mean, once September 28th hits and fucking New World's out, like that's all I'm gonna be doing for a while, dude. Mm-hmm. Man, dude, I am so pumped for that. I'm taking a full week off of work.
Jeez,
wow. Well, not a full week. Comes out Tuesday, so I'll work Monday. But yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday. I mean, to be fair, I've got some other shit going on too that I'm gonna be doing, but the majority of that time off is going to 100% be dedicated to.
I hope they don't delay it again. That was a big thing when they delayed Cyberpunk, like right at the end, and there were people responding like, "What? I took off work for 2 weeks and I was gonna play Cyberpunk."
I mean, I hate it when people say that because, like, I don't know too many places where, like, if you take off of work and you're like, "Oh, actually, these days don't work for me anymore," that the people are like, "Yeah, you can't come work. What? No, I would easily be able to be like, "All right, well, that didn't work out, so I'll be at work." My boss back. Okay. So, I'm a sales rep. I make my own money. So, if I'm not there to make sales, it hurts my pocket. So, it's one of those where it's like it's at the end of the month. You normally want to be there to close the end of the month. So, I have to bust my ass all month long to make sure that my end of the month is strong without me being there. So,
right.
That's what it is. But, I mean, I saved up so much time, vacation time, due to the fact that, like, I wanted to make sure I was going to be available for my daughter with her surgeries and stuff. And it's like now we're looking at the last surgery this year, and I'm like, I think in my job we get 120 hours of PTO, so 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks, and then you can buy a week of PTO as well. And so that's a month of PTO. So by the time me and my girlfriend were looking at it, it's like I basically have used like maybe 4 days. I'm like, I gotta burn it up, because then next year it rolls over into sick time, and then they don't really let you do sick time unless you're actually sick. So then it's like, rather just burn up all my fucking PTO, and then next year, literally January 1st, I've got a full month again. So here's what it is. Cause I'm one of those guys where, like, company holiday, like for instance, Thanksgiving. Thursday, Friday, we'll have paid off holiday. So normally I'll throw like Monday in the loop with a PTO day. So throw in
Yeah.
one PTO day to get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, full 5 days of no work, and I'm using one PTO day. It's kind of worth. So, yeah.
That's a bargain.
That's a bargain. That's a fucking deal. But yeah,
Yes.
so like I said, I mean, it just sucks because like right now there's just like nothing to do in my opinion as far as like games I want to play, and that's when I started jumping on PlayStation and said I'll be finishing Medieval tonight. I really hope that they do a remaster of the second one because the first one has been a lot of fun, and they did this stupid shit. I knew they were going to do it. I don't think it was. I'm almost 100% sure it was in the first game, but where it's like, hey, we put money into this game, and we got to make sure that like we get like the actual time out of it. So you go all the way through the game and get to like the last 2 levels, and then the level before the last, there's like a chest, and it's like if you're a true hero, you would unlock this chest. You unlock the chest, and it sends these lost souls out to every single level. So now you got to go back, collect the lost soul. So like let's say you go to the cemetery and you get the lost soul there. Well, the previous lost soul that you grabbed has a quest for you to do at the cemetery. So at least they did that, to where it's like you go do the quest and then it leads you eventually to the next lost soul, and boom, 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 boom. And some of the quests were cool. Some of them were funny. There was one guy, I think he was called Hopper the Legless. Literally the legless, and like he's talking to you and he's all like, you want to do a foot race? He's all like, I was one of the fastest guys out there. All the inmates I was locked up with would always talk about how fast I was. They wouldn't be mean to me. And like you get there and you got to do a foot race with him, and he's like 500 pounds, and like the track itself is like a square, and it literally takes like 3 seconds. So you run and you finish it real quick, and then he goes, wow, you really are better than me. He's all like, you beat my overall record of 37 hours and 21 minutes. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
That's good. Yeah.
So they had a lot of fun ones and stuff like that. There were some that were cracking me up. And just some of the names too were pretty funny too. But yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, I think I have 1 soul left to get, and it's on the second to last level, which I'm doing right now. And then once I get that, I have to go back 1 level and do its quest, and then I'm done with all the souls. Then I can go and fight the main guy at the very end and be done with the game. And then on to Horizon. I'm excited to start Horizon. It's been a while since I've had like a nice explorer game that's like not necessarily like an MMO, you know, a nice RPG explore. Because I feel I'm gonna get a lot, and you might be able to clarify for me. I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of Far Cry Primal vibes from this game. As far as like with the lay of the land.
I guess I never played Primal, but like, I mean, there is technology, but it's like scavenge technology. You're fighting, robot dinosaurs instead of real dinosaurs. It's got a bit of a different. Well, I guess Primal.
I mean, well, imagine Far Cry, except instead of you having all these vehicles, you're a fucking caveman running around. Yeah. And it's a whole bunch of wild beasts like fucking saber-toothed tigers and elephants and shit like that. And it's all open
nice
land.
Nice thing about Horizon is it's like the open world stuff is manageable. It's not like there's a million things to do. There's enough things to do.
Okay.
Like it doesn't feel like, oh, there's so many little shitty things I need to go collect. It's like,
yeah,
there's an appropriate amount of side things to do, and I can.
That's what I felt about Spider-Man. I felt Spider-Man did a good job with that. It's like collect all the backpacks, stop all, and like they do it in sections too. Like I like that because that's a little bit easier for me because like I have OCD, so being able to like I completed this section, now I can move on and do them. I like that a lot too. So
right, oh god, I was playing Psychonauts 2, and it's like there's these things you gotta collect, and all they tell you is there's 300 of this thing in the level. You know, I'm missing 2 of them. It's like, where the fuck do I even go?
Oh, that's the worst, dude.
Yeah, it was not great.
That's the worst.
That part of it. The game itself, amazing, but
yeah. That shit's rough. That shit is rough. I think the
Horizon's
only time I haven't, on a game that I truly, truly love, the only time that I haven't put in the time was the fucking golden seeds on Breath of the Wild. I just said, fuck that, dude. Yeah, because he just gives you like a big golden piece of poo, right? It's all it is at the very end. Yeah.
Like they I was like, very much don't want you to do it.
No.
They're trying to say, like, hey, man, we put in a bunch of these, 900 of these. as a thing you can run into. Don't do it.
I think there was like some kind of game publisher who came out and was like, this is Nintendo's way of saying sometimes the journey is not worth it. It's like, oh man, dude, that sucks for anybody that did that and didn't know what the end thing was going to be.
It was like, here's a fun thing to stumble upon, not a go obsessively find all these. You know, like I did like 300 of them, which is a ton still, but
Yeah. It's nuts, dude. I mean, I do love side quests and shit like that, but yeah, it needs to be manageable. Like there's so many games where it's like you think you're almost done collecting something, and then it's like that unlocks like 3 more things for you to fucking collect and find, and you're just like, fuck me, dude. Like, come on. Versus like when you kind of know the number ahead of time. It was the same thing whenever I played the last Far Cry. No, not Far Cry 5. The one before that. The one with the church one, the Montana one.
like the post-apocalyptic one.
No, the one that was like the Montana one.
5's the last real one, and then they did the one that's post-apocalyptic.
Whatever one has the guy who, or maybe that's the one that's coming out. It's not out yet, but the one that has the guy that was on fucking Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it's the 6th.
Okay, that's out or has it come out?
It hasn't come out yet. It got delayed a bunch. It's supposed to come out, but yeah.
The one with the dude that ran the church, the cult. That's the one I'm talking about. That's 5, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, like with that one, it was, once again, this segment is all about this brother. You can complete everything from this brother and then move on to go do the sister and then go do the other brother. Then go fight father. And yeah, all that fun stuff. So
like that one felt a bit long to me. It was like, yeah.
It was long.
I did 2/3 of it, I think. And I was like, I don't care about this last guy. This is the least interesting of the cult people. I was like, I'm good.
That must have been. Because I think you can do those in any order you want.
Yeah, so I did like the girl and I think the one to the south. And,
I'm sure you probably did the one I did. Was he with all the wild animals and shit, the bears and the wolves and stuff like that?
I think the one I didn't end up doing was the guy who was like, it seemed like a generic military guy or something.
Yeah,
like, it just seemed like
that was the dude to the left. That's the one that I started with. And I was like, fuck me, dude. I do not care about this. Because, I think, like, the ending of that, whenever you actually fight him, was, like, some airplane battle and shit. It was just so... I was so done with it, dude. I was just like, I don't care anymore. But...
Yeah, I'm trying to look at it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah. Because the guy to the north seemed like a badass. I never actually got to finish it. The guy to the north seems like a badass. And the sister was fun as fuck. That one was a good one. That was very interesting. It was very clear to see one of them did not have good lore, and I'm pretty sure that was the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, Jacob Seed he looks like a military guy. Yeah, that's the one I didn't do.
Yeah.
So yawn.
Yep. Dude sucked. But that's okay.
Yeah, but the game was okay. Whatever.
So, with PlayStation Showcase going away, we've got Tokyo Game Show, and I think that's all we've got for the rest of the year, right? I think after Tokyo Game Show, that's it.
Game Awards.
Oh, Game Awards.
Probably have stuff that's like November or December, or early December, probably.
Yeah. Because we'll do what we normally do here at Dead Funny, what I'm going to try to do again this year, because we didn't do it last year. But normally we'll do like a review where we talk about the Game Awards. We'll go all about it. And then we'll do our own Dead Funny Game Awards, where like everybody shows up. Last time, like, everybody tries to dress nice. Kelsey was like in a dress. I had like a fucking shirt and tie on. It was her. I'm pretty sure it was her idea too. Yeah, we even had some guest stars on too, and they came dressed up nice, and so everybody got dressed up, and we had our game show awards, and basically it was like we had multiple categories. So it was like best graphics, most compelling story, Everybody got their pick. And then, like, we did, like, a vote 'em off situation, and there could only be one per category that got the official Game Award Dead Funny trophy stamp. So, yeah. It was a lot of fun. So, it just sucks because, I'm very open with my bias. So anytime I bring up Final Fantasy, regardless of what it is, people are always well, you're just fucking biased against the game. That's why you brought that one. So
Yeah.
because I know we didn't do last year, but the year before that, I was like, dude, you know, Final Fantasy VII Remake is gonna be at the top of my fucking list, and we didn't do it. So yeah, it would have.
Yeah,
been
this year you just Yuffie DLC is all you got, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to make a category for best DLC. Yuffie Kisaragi, let's go.
Best use of Yuffie goes to.
The only use of Yuffie. But yeah, so we got Tokyo Game Show. It's pretty much the last spot that we're gonna get new news, though, right? Because the Game Awards, they don't normally do new shit. They just do.
No, they do. They show a bunch of
okay, they do.
trailers.
Do a bunch
Yeah,
of new shit too.
that is not a good award show.
Okay.
Like
it's been a while since I've watched the actual award show.
Yes, as far as giving away awards to things, it's a terrible award show. Like, you know, it's very focused on just showing a bunch of trailers, and then they like. I want to say like 2 years ago, Vin Diesel showed up and announced that terrible Fast and Furious game they put out. Like, it was, yeah, it's.
Yeah.
They get announcements for stuff.
Oh well.
And random celebrity guests. There's always Muppets there for some reason. It's really weird.
What was that we were watching? Fucking, was it E3? Yeah, I think it was E3 where they did the fucking stupid shit for PC, where it was like them doing this whole an outer space bit with this fucking robot. You remember that at all? Did you watch fucking I know you watched yeah, the whole PC section was just like they were on like a ship that was in the shape of a fucking graphics card.
Oh right, it was like a PC gamer
and
show
they
or
kept
something.
doing this whole fucking skit, and I was like, dude, bro, just fucking show me trailers. I don't care about any of this anymore. It kept, this AI is turning crazy, but we don't think he's turning crazy. Ha ha ha. This is all just, I don't care. I don't care. Show me trailers. I could give two shits about any of the stuff you're doing right now. Did you hear about the leak? The NVIDIA leak?
Yeah, it's not clear if that's all real or not, kind of.
It's still
Some of it
out
doesn't
there.
make sense, I think, is the thing. Some of it's real, maybe.
We'll have to wait and see. I mean, it's definitely
Some of
still
it's
out there.
just guesses,
But it would be insane if that was like an actual leak. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Well, the weirdest, it was like, some of it's just like, oh, okay, you can guess there will be a Tekken 8 because they did as Tekken 7, and of course.
Yeah.
And one of the things on the list was Chrono Cross remaster, and it's like, why would you make that up?
Yeah.
What a weird...
Whoever made up the leak is probably like the biggest Chrono Cross fan in the world.
Right, yeah, like maybe,
Like,
it's
fuck
weird.
yes, this is my chance. And maybe they'll be like, oh, the people really want a Chronos Cross remaster. We got to remake Chronos Cross, dude.
Yeah, it's just so strange.
Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm down for like Chrono Trigger and all that shit getting a remake, dude. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, they should totally.
Would
Trigger,
you want them
yes.
to keep the Dragon Ball Z artwork, though?
Yeah, they have to. I mean, they could adapt it to 3D, I guess, if they want to.
So it would kind of be looking like
like every Dragon Quest game.
Yes, the Dragon Quest. There you go. Yeah,
It's
it would
all-
kind of
it's
look
all
like
the
Dragon
same.
Quest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All Toriyama.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be crazy. What I
Just
hate.
not mess with it.
Yeah.
Like Chrono Trigger's already good.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I think not necessarily a remake, but a remaster. Like, give us the exact
Like, they
same
should do
game.
it for Chrono Cross for sure. It's like a PS1 game, and
Yeah.
so it like looks like garbage probably.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind
pixels
bringing
hold
those
up.
new ones in for sure. But what I hate is just like, especially when these game shows come out, and then it's like these fucking, they're getting worse, dude. Like, journalism has gone so goddamn far down the toilet. It's fucking insane. To where, like, just some of these headlines, it was like, fucking Silent Hill was announced at the PlayStation showcase, and I was like, no fucking way. I was like, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because like, I mean, I turned it off once it got like through the last trailer, but I was like, maybe there was a trailer at the end, and I didn't fucking see it because I didn't care to listen to these guys talk about Insomniac and how great Spider-Man looked. Like, I saw how good Spider-Man looked. I don't care about your opinion. So fucking, went about my fucking day, and I was like, what the hell? And I'm sitting there, I'm reading it, and I want to say it was like Game Rant or something. I can't remember who it was. But they were just like, yeah, they we didn't see it show. It didn't make a show. A lot of fans got, kind of upset about it. But if Silent Hill was to come out, it would most realistically be on the PlayStation 5.
Right, all that's just like the stuff that exploits search engine.
It's fucking,
Like it's all articles fucking on a lot of
disgusting.
sites.
It's disgusting.
A lot of the lower tier game sites, at least, like a Game Rant or something, it's all like 15 rephrasings of the question to get picked up in search results, and that's just like yes or no. Like the answer you want is one word. Yeah.
No, absolutely. Oh, well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for us for the PlayStation Showcase here. So if you guys enjoyed this content, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Also, hit us in the comment section below. Let us know what your top 3, top 5, top whatever was. What you're most excited to see. What do you think is going to show up at Tokyo Game Show? Chris is hoping for Final Fantasy 16. Square Enix told us 2021 would be the year of Final Fantasy 16 news, and here we are, and it's been over a year since the first goddamn trailer came out. So, Square Enix, I'm waiting. Anyways, that being said, like I said, go ahead, comment section down below. We also have Twitter and Twitch links in the description as well, so you can go over there, get a more direct form of communication, or watch us play some video games. But other than that, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time.